Okay, how you doing? Let's get right into it today. I just got home from work and I took the ribs that we marinated with that rub 2 days ago out of the refrigerator. I've been letting them sit out here for about a half hour. They're still wrapped in their plastic wrap and they're on a sheet tray. And I'm going to stick them inside the oven, which is set for 225 degrees. And we're going to leave that in there for an hour. Then we're going to rotate them around and put them in for another hour. On the third hour, we're going to peel off the plastic wrap. And we're going to put in some wood chips that I've been soaking in water. These are apple, and I also have some mesquite. I'm going to do 1 hour in mesquite wood and 1 hour in the apple wood. You'll see that as we get into the other couple hours. But let's get started here because it's going to take 4 to 4.5 hours at 225 to cook these ribs so they're absolutely scrumptious. Let me put them in. They're going to go nice, low, and slow. That plastic wrap, like I stated in the other show, is not going to melt, so you don't have to worry about that. If you want, if you've got a hot oven, I don't know how this is going to work, to tell you the truth, because this is an electric oven. I've never done this in an electric oven. I normally do this in a gas oven. So, and there's usually a piece of tin between the gas flames coming up from the bottom and where the oven is. The elements are right down on the bottom. I may want to take a precaution, just a precaution, and wrap some. I think I'm going to do that. Now that you got me thinking, I'm going to take a precaution and I'm going to wrap this, at least for the first hour, with a little aluminum foil. Even though we got the baking tray there, and even though we got the ribs wrapped up real nice, I wouldn't want the fact that those exposed elements in the bottom of this oven to melt prove me all wrong and melt this. And then I'd look silly, and I don't like to look silly. So let's, just for safety's sake, wrap this up and put it inside. Okay, the buzzer for the ribs just went off. It's been their second hour. So let's get them out of there. Second hour at 225 degrees. They smell divine. Let's take a look. As you can see, the plastic wrap is still fully intact. I'm going to take the plastic wrap off. I was debating, I was just feeling the ribs to see what their domeness was. They're doing fine, but I'm going to open this up because I'd like them to start being exposed to the heat. And since we've got like 2 hours left, I want them to start getting exposure to the smoke that we're going to put in here. So they're opened up. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to leave that just like that. I'm going to let you take a look at this. Hang on. There's the ribs. They're coming along absolutely beautifully. See that beautiful rub on there making a beautiful crust? Now what we're going to do is I'm going to fold this foil back out of the way. I don't care. I'll get it off. There. Use that for something else. And I'm going to take some of that foil, maybe about this much, and I'm going to make a little, remember I said we were soaking in water some wood chips? Well, the reason you want to soak your wood chips in water is because we don't want them to burn, we want them to smoke. And if they're wet, they'll smoke, they won't ignite, they'll just keep smoldering and smoldering. Leave a little bit of room in the top for the smoke to get out. I'm going to throw this in the bottom of the oven. I'm going to put these back in. These are the mesquite ones. We're going to do the mesquite first. And let them go from there. And we're going to set the oven for another hour at 225. There we go. We're going to be back in an hour. These are going to be smoking with the mesquite wood chips in there. For the last hour, we're going to use the apple wood that I had soaking also, which will give it a little sweeter taste. And we'll come back and we'll see what these ribs are going to turn out like. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, folks, it's 5 hours later. Like I said, I'm not used to this oven. Every oven is a little different. At 4 hours, I looked at the ribs and they weren't quite there, so I let them go for another hour. But now, as I look at them, they are absolutely divine looking. Now, you've got to get a good look at this. These ribs are delicious. The smoke flavor the smell of the smoke from that little packets of wood just imparted such a nice smoky flavor to this. I can see it and I can smell it. They're glistening from all the fat that has melted down and made these ribs tender and juicy. I'm gonna let them rest, but I'm sure when I cut into these, they're gonna be absolutely fabulous. You should really try this recipe. I hope you enjoy. I'm not even going to attempt to cut these yet. These are absolutely perfect. I can almost look at this. They're going to fall right off the bone. Oh, look. They're going to fall right off the bone. That bone just popped right out. I didn't even mean to do this. Look at this. It just tore and came out. It just came out. I didn't even want to taste it yet. I was going to let it rest. But oh my goodness, these are delicious. If you want, there's no need to. This is a dry rub. There's plenty of flavor there. People from the East may want to put sauce on it. Put sauce on it, that's fine. Grab your favorite barbecue sauce, or take your favorite barbecue sauce and cut it with half of vinegar. That always brings a bright flavor to this kind of ribs. But I personally like them just with the rub like this. It's called with the dry rub. Give it a try. Thank you for coming. Hopefully next time we'll teach you something else. Bye-bye.